There's a lot of imagination in Hedd Wyn, in between the historical bits, if you like, because when you write a film, you have to heighten the tension, you have to dramatise, otherwise the audience will lose interest. So there was a lot of imagination, but that was well contained within the historical and actual structure. The Hedd Wyn story, the story of the Black Chair of 1917, is a very famous story. It's very much a part of modern Welsh mythology. And I wanted to tell the tale, if you like. I thought it was a strange story, a strong, a poignant story, and I thought to myself, if this was an American story, we'd be well into the 5th, 6th, 7th version by now, because it was a must in a way. We had a climax there, which was a strange climax because it's a tragedy, and there's a happy ending there as well. So I thought you had all the elements of a good film there, as long as it was well structured up to the inevitable climax. I think the Hedd Wyn role was a very complicated role, and I think Hugh Garman did an exceptional work on it. I thought he conveyed the kind of person I had in mind, and he was a young face, an inexperienced face at the time, so he brought a certain freshness to the role and to the portrayal of Hedd Wyn. I thought he did an excellent job. I think that from a structure point of view, the film has two opposing forces in it. That is what holds the tension, or what heightens the tension, I believe. On the one hand, you have the creative aspect, the creative spirit. On the other hand, you have the destructive aspect, the destructive spirit.
Mae'r hendelynau genid gynt yng nghrog ar gangau'r helig draw, a gwaed y bichgyn lond y gwynt, a'i gwaed yn gymysg efo'r glaw.
So these two things work against each other. They are two traits in the whole of mankind, if you like. That is, mankind can be destructive and creative. That is, we can create Beethovens and Hitlers. And I think the main thing about the film is that it's a film about these opposing forces.
Dyna'r cyfan Hedd Wyn. Dim ond geiriau.
I don't think I portrayed Hedd Wyn as a womanizer. I portrayed Hedd Wyn as a young man who had various girlfriends, who liked women, the company of women and so on, as long as they didn't thwart his ambition, as it were. Here's a young man who's not willing to take any responsibilities. That is, one or two even of the girls, of the women in the film want to marry him, but Hedd Wyn couldn't afford to support a wife. But more important than that is, he didn't want anyone to disturb his ambition, to disturb him as a poet.
Hen lanc fyddi di?
Gafiwn y llanc ifanc gynta.
So we realised that to write poetry, to be dedicated to poetry, meant not having this sort of millstone around his neck. The effect of the First World War in Wales was enormous. It gave birth, more or less, to Welsh nationalism. And it was in 1926 that Plaid Cymru was established, was founded. And one of the main people behind Plaid Cymru was Lewis Valentine, for example, who had served in the First World War and was absolutely appalled by what he saw. The Welsh intelligentsia, if you like, did not want to be part of an empire who could involve Wales in great world wars. So they wanted to break away from England, from imperialism, from the British Empire. so that they could nurture Wales as a nation. That was the main effect that the First World War had on Wales.